Howdy campers. Is that even what they say? Oh god, that was so terrible. It was so awful. I don't think that's what people say when they go camping. I have no idea because I've never gone camping ever in my entire life before. I've never had such an experience. I've never been out in the wild. I've never been one with Mother Earth and Mother Nature. So yeah, I've never slept out in the wild or in a tent or anything like that. So this is going to be a brand new experience for me. But thanks to the medium of visual novels, I will actually be doing something again that I've never done in real life, and that is to go camping. So everybody grab your tents, sandwiches, and whatever the fuck else you need when people go camping, and let's start this journey together by starting a new game. Now this particular visual novel is actually from Art Visuals, which is a developer that we've played a couple of visual novels from before on the channel as well, mainly Love Ribbon as of late. Everybody remembers those, yep, with the sisters, and Catch Camps as well, which was certainly a very pleasurable one to play. So as you can sort of see from the character select menu here immediately, is that this is one thing that it seemingly already has in common with Catch Camps, is that you can give your own character a name and you can give it or choose the gender which you want your character to be. Now there's only one appropriate name for me to choose, of course, Luda, and Luda is a gender fluid name, okay? It doesn't matter if you're male or female, everybody has a bit of Luda in themselves, right? Right? At least you should. But yeah, I believe in Catch Canvas, I went male there. Now I heard from a couple other viewers that it didn't really change much or anything at all what gender you picked. Like the thing that I'm kind of curious about, right, is does it change or impact or influence the story in any way? Does it transform depending on the gender that you choose? Because the thing is, I want to go female here, okay? Because it's been a while since we played a good Yuri visual novel, so this one kind of gives us the option to do so, even though it's not a, I guess, a natural Yuri visual novel, is that even a term for it? Because you have the choice here, right? But nevertheless, I want to be female in this one, but I'm hoping at least in this one it changes things a little bit depending on the gender, because otherwise what's the point of having the option, right? Otherwise I don't really see the point. I feel like the story should actually sort of change in a significant way depending on your gender, but there's only one way to find out, and that is to start playing, of course. So yeah, we're hopefully gonna get some good Yuri action in this one. Camp Bearfoot. Damn, that is a huge statue of a bear. Can't really see its foot though. I stretch my back out as I bid farewell to the bus I was riding moments ago. My entire body feels sore after sitting down for so long. For hours now, I've been sitting upright, unable to sleep due to the bumpy ride. But now that we've finally arrived, that pain is all in the past. What awaits me now is the beauty of nature, and a full week of self-growth. Oh yeah, there's certainly going to be a lot of growth happening in here for me. Phew. We're finally here. Oh my god, I gotta do the voices again. I've been spoiled so much recently as of late with all the good visual novels that actually have voice acting, because a lot of the original English visual novels tend to not have voice acting, mainly because, well, they're from English developers and, you know, they're sort of low budget indie companies for the most part, so, or maybe even sole developers that, you know, they just don't have the budget or the money required to actually get voice acting in the game, which is not a bad thing, because as I mentioned, it's actually kind of a spoiled factor, for me at least, you know. I enjoy visual novels with and without voice acting, but with voice acting, sort of, it brings the whole experience together. But now that this particular visual novel doesn't have voice acting, it means that I gotta do the girl voices again. And we all know how fucking terrible I am at that. But I will try my very best to hopefully not make it sound painful in your ears when I'm doing girl voices. So I'll try my best, okay? I'll try my best, so bear with me once again. Because I feel like the only times I've actually kind of done it, like as of late, it's probably only the Sakura games. Yeah, I mean, Love Ribbon as well, that was one. But yeah, only the original English visual novels is the one that primarily don't even have voice acting. And there are actually some English visual novels that actually are starting to integrate English voice acting into the visual novels, which is a very, very awesome thing, of course. So hopefully we'll see more of that, but for this particular visual novel, doesn't matter because we don't. So I'm gonna be the voices. So let's do this. I thought I was going to fall asleep. You're not the only one. Our instructor was yawning so hard that I thought she was going to pop a lung. Oh, that is the instructor? You can certainly tell by her two big glasses. I'm talking about her glasses, because of course, instructors have glasses. That's what they need. See what I mean? Haha, you're right. The instructor looks like a tired old granny. Hey. As long as they do not have gray hair, they are not a granny in my eyes. I can hear you, you know. Good. And on behalf of everyone here, let me say this. It's completely unacceptable for a camp instructor to fall asleep while she's on duty. What would you have done if we missed the camp? The bus driver obviously had no idea where he was going. No, it's not like I was really asleep or anything. I was just resting a bit, so I'd have enough energy to really get going once we arrive. That's the spirit, man. You know, she just needs to take a quick nap every now and again. Just rest her eyes, just close them for 5 seconds. Doesn't mean she's asleep. She's just resting her eyelids. So, you were charging up? Right! Exactly right! Yeah, I don't buy it. You were totally about to miss the turn-off. Oh, come on! Don't you have any faith in your instructor? Oh, by looking at her, I would put all of my faith in those two glasses. Nope. Nuh-uh. None at all. Zero faith. No expectations whatsoever. You know, I'm beginning to regret taking this group. Can we still change? If I were the teacher, I'd be like, can I take it on another group? Oh well, let's head into camp, shall we? That'll take your minds off the commute. As long as you don't fall asleep along the way. Oh, shut it. Yeah, an old lady like that is not gonna fall asleep in the middle of walking, okay? I think. Has that ever happened? Following our instructor's lead, my fellow campers and I head into the living quarters. We've already been prepped for what to expect on this trip. No electricity, oh god. No phone reception, no other humans around for miles. That is not such a bad thing. But the no electricity, no phone reception, kill me now. Not to mention the lack of pre-made food. We've just, you know, our society is just so dependent on it. I feel like, you know, can you imagine life without your phone, without your computer, without, heck, even fucking electricity? No, right? It's just been such an integral part of our life that I, at least me personally, can't imagine my life without it. I mean, I would just fucking resort into a caveman if I didn't have that shit, okay? What awaits us as we approach the camp, however, is a scene none of us were prepared for. This is the camp? It looks nothing like the brochure. Ha, no kidding. This place looks like it's haunted. Oi, instructor, you sure you got the right place? Yeah, are you sure you got the correct wooden shack? Of course I am. You think it's a coincidence that there just happens to be a camping ground out here? No, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think this used to be the camping ground we'd use, but it was replaced with something less creepy. That does make sense. But we're here now, and the bus won't be returning for a week. So let's just amuse this is the right place, shall we? Without admitting that she was wrong, our instructor pressed on ahead and entered the camp. Oh man, I don't like this. I feel like a monster's going to jump out at any second. Don't worry about it. If a monster does show up, we just need to run faster than the instructor.
You don't really mean that, do you?
It's survival of the fittest out here, Lizzy. Better get used to it.
Leaving her behind to get eaten. That's so mean.
So? It's her fault that we're out here.
Besides, it's an instructor's duty to take care of her students, isn't it?
Yeah, even if it means getting eaten for her students, that's just the duty of an instructor.
I guess. Then it's settled. The first monster or axe murderer to show up gets some easy prey. And if more than one shows up, don't hold it against me when I trip you over.
While my fellow campers engage in a ridiculous conversation, I head further into the camp to take a look around. There are a few cabins, easily enough to accommodate the 4 of us, and I can see remnants of a campfire. The outer edge of the camp is clearly defined, and I get the feeling that I shouldn't stray from camp any more than necessary. I see no grilling stations or any other convenient structures. Oh no, we gotta make our own fire just with 2 wooden sticks and just like rubbing them together, you know? I'm pretty sure that's what we gotta do here. Aside from the cabins, it seems as though we're a long way from anything man-made. Wouldn't this fucking cabin qualify as something man-made, right? I mean, this is not something fucking made by nature. As I'm taking a look around, I spot our instructor, who also appears to be getting a feel for the area.
No food, no water, and no cooking utensils. I could have sworn we were going to be supplied with at least basic supplies.
Maybe we got the wrong place after all?
Ah, not you too. Why are you all so quick to assume I messed up?
Well, we gotta blame someone. Of course, the instructor is the easy scapegoat to blame for us. Because there's nobody else here, even though we were supposed to meet up with the other instructors and campers. There clearly aren't enough cabins to accommodate a large group. There are no facilities. And you just said yourself that the basic supplies are missing. If we're not in the wrong place, then how do you explain all of that? The instructor puffs out her cheeks in displeasure.
Alright, smarty pants. If you're so sure I messed up, then how come the bus driver didn't say anything when he dropped us off here?
He probably assumed that you knew what you were talking about. I didn't see a GPS in the bus. If you told him this was the place, he'd have no reason to doubt you. I mean, yeah, if you kinda, as a driver, you expect where your passenger wants to go, right? And if they don't, they would tell you. So you can't really blame them if the instructor says, yes, this is the place, then the driver's not gonna be like, are you sure this is your place that you want to be at?
As I outline my theory on the matter, the instructor's expression drops. Fine, I admit that it's possible we're in the wrong place, but I'm still in charge here, and I say we're staying, so that's that.
I sigh deeply as the instructor cuts off the possibility of searching for the real campsite. Okay then. As the person in charge, I assume you have a plan, oh mighty leader.
Of course I do. First, we'll divide any essential duties between the 4 of us. This includes looking for fresh water, finding food, firewood, and anything else we might need. Next, after filling our delicious stomachs, we'll split up the cabins, 1 person per cabin. If you can't decide for yourself, I'll assign you each a cabin. 2 of us will go out looking for more food while the other 2 build a campfire. Once the sun sets, we'll play some games around the campfire and then finally go to bed.
I stare in amazement as our instructor finally shows her reliable side. Yeah, she's got the entire day planned out already. Alright then, instructor, it seems like I can trust you. You know what you're doing. Although I'm still skeptical about her capabilities as a human being, at least she appears to know a thing or two about camping.
So, how does that sound? Not bad, right?
Sure, doesn't sound bad for camping.
Doesn't it make you want to take back all of those mean things you said and praise my unrivaled intellects?
Sure. Something like that. I actually have a reason. I actually think that this teacher is just wearing the glasses for show, just because she wants to appear smart. She doesn't need the glasses because she's nearsighted or she has bad eyesight. She's just wearing them to just like, yes, I am the teacher, okay? You gotta take me seriously and stop staring at my boobies. That's why I'm wearing glasses. Before you praise yourself too much though, don't you think we should actually get to work? We only have a few hours before the sun sets. It'd be terrible for night to fall before we even get a fire going.
Oh, boo! You're no fun!
The instructor pouts once again, then takes off. I follow close behind her as we approach the two other campers, who still appear to be talking about nothing.
Oh, but if the Loch Ness Monster isn't real, then what about all those photos people have taken of him?
Photoshop? No, you didn't have that back then. But there's a lot of photo trickery that can be done, okay?
Obviously they're fake. But why? Why would someone fake a photo of something like that?
Duh.
For money. It's a total scam. No way. Then what about Bigfoot? Or the abominable snowman? Also fake. Bigfoot is just a bear, and the abominable snowman is just a polar bear. They're both bears? Say, you don't think there are any bears around here, do you?
Oh, there's actually a quite high possibility of there being a fucking bear around this place.
Probably. Wanna go find one? Don't you dare!
After listening in the other two for a minute, the instructor finally steps in.
Good call. The last thing we need is for a bear to find us.
Oh, I don't think we can stop a bear from finding us. We just shouldn't go out looking for a bear ourselves. I think that's just a wise plan to have. Yeah, I suppose that would be pretty lame. Whoa, Sadie. You think finding a bear would be lame? I would go more with like terrifying. I would probably just crap my pants if I ever saw a bear.
Ah, look you two. There are no bears around here, okay?
Are you sure, Mai? Are you sure about that?
How would you know? You don't even know where here is. I do so. We're exactly where we're meant to be, and there are no bears. Got it? Really? That's a relief.
Hoy, don't just take your word for it. I prod the instructor in the back as she begins to get off track.
Oh, right. Everyone, now that we've safely arrived here and taken a look around, it's time to start our first camp activity. Woohoo! Bring it on! No. Hang on a minute. Before we begin our first camping activity, I think it's time we all formally introduced ourselves.
What? Why?
We were already introduced when we formed a group for this stupid trip. I know, but hearing one another's names is hardly a proper introduction. Come on, don't you want to learn more about your fellow campers?
Oh, I certainly want to know more about you, May.
Sure.
Hell no.
Okay, introduction time it is. I'll go first to get things rolling.
Rollin'.
My name is Myru.
Oh my god, what? Why is your name Rue? Or is it even pronounced Rue? I know there's one person who always watches who's from France. Come on, you know if I pronounce that correct or not, right? Rue, I think it's Rue. Please. Oh, fuck, female voice, right. Sometimes I just forget, I just automatically go to my default voice. Female voice, Luda, female voice.
Please, call me either Instructor or Miss Rue. I'm 26 years old, and I'm a professional camp instructor.
I think you're using the term professional quite loosely.
Aren't you a little old to be a camp instructor? Most adults would have a real job by that age, Grandma. Hey, there's no need to be rude. It takes years of experience to become a professional camp instructor. Besides, 25 is still young.
Exactly. 25 is still young. Now 26, that would be old, right? Even though that's the age you said you were before, May. So which one is it, huh, Mai? May? It's Mai with an A. Mai.
You're on the wrong side of 20. Before you know it, your breasts will sag, you'll receive pension checks, and you'll scream at kids to get off your lawn.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Her breasts will sag? Imagine if those two huge fucking things start to sag. They will go all the way to her, down to her hips or something. I do not want to see that, actually. They're fine, perfectly fine the way they are, okay, Mai?
Alright, little Miss Ageist, why don't you introduce yourself, huh?
If I must. Sup, lowlifes? I'm Sadie Ann Armstrong, 19, and I want nothing to do with this stupid camp or any of you. I might talk to you to kill time, but don't misinterpret that as bonding or whatever. I'm here because my stupid parents forced me. I don't care about trees, or birds, or any of that nonsense, but you do care about the birds and the bees, huh, don't you, Sadie? At least I will teach you about that if you don't care. Leave me alone. I will get along great.
Another problem child, huh? That's just great.
Isn't this one of the things that, you know, like old school parents would often do with like problem children? They would just sort of send them off to a camp, kind of like this. So yeah, it is your task, Mai, to discipline Sadie. Mai mutters to herself regretfully, too low for the others to hear. Alright then,
Lizzy's turn, Lizzy's turn! My name is Lizzy Saskada Saktaza, My name is Lizzy, 19 years old and high on life.
Where can you buy that drug, Lizzy? Give me some of that.
My hobbies include dancing, singing, and coloring in.
Oh my god. Coloring in? Did you bring your coloring book, Lizzy?
That's very good, Lizzy. Thank you. I guess that means it's my... Also, Lizzy likes to go camping, but Mommy and Daddy won't let her go by herself. That's why I'm here with you three. But if I do really well, they said I might get to go by myself one day. So Lizzy's going to do her best and make sure to impress you all. Haha, that's a very good attitude, Lizzy. Okay then, now that we're done with instructions,
hey, what about me, Miss Big Boobs?
Let's begin our first camping activity.
Huh? What about me?
Yay, camp activities! What are we going to do? Arts and crafts?
Running races? Oh god, I think you have kind of a different impression of what camping is going to be like here, Lizzy. There will be no arts and crafts in this place.
No, it's nothing like that.
It'll just be basic survival stuff, right?
Our first activity for the day is gathering supplies.
Come again? Though our instructor's first camp activity should have been expected, the other campers were clearly hoping to avoid such a task. The camp we're supposed to be visiting already has basic supplies ready for us. Any hunting would be purely for fun, not for survival.
If we want to make it through the night, we'll need food, water, and firewood.
Well, I already see some firewood right behind her there, right? There's some firewood there. I think we got 1 out of 3 already.
We don't need to grab too much, just enough for tonight. So, who wants what job?
Oh, I want a job from all 3 of you. The other 2 campers look at one another for a moment, then turn towards the instructor once more.
Water? Food? I don't get it. Don't we have a refrigerator full of that stuff?
Oh, Lizzy. Oh, Lizzy.
Not exactly. We'll need to find our own supplies this week. That's part of the fun of camping, you know? That doesn't sound like the kind of camping Lizzy is familiar with.
Screw that. I'm staying right here. If you idiots want to go and get lost in the woods, be my guest. Sadie heads into the nearest cabin and drops her backpack on the floor and closes the door behind her.
I guess she's not feeling too well. Maybe we'll ask again later.
I don't think that will do much good.
Yeah, I know. Oh well, forget about her. The three of us are more than capable of handling this on our own.
I think it's only you and me, Mai. Lizzy probably counts for like a quarter of a helpful person in this situation.
Lizzy, do you have any preference about which job you take?
Well, she certainly don't need a boob job anymore.
Food gathering, looking for water, or finding firewood. Which would you prefer?
I shake my head in disbelief. Lizzy, your job is to gather firewood. I'm gonna take charge of okay? It should be in the instructor's job, just like, okay, Lizzy, you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, and you fucker, Luda, you're gonna fucking do that, okay? Done? Now let's get this shit done, you know? Not just debate it for 15 minutes while the sun nearly goes down. Like, what do you wanna do, huh? Go into the woods, but not too far. If you can still see the camp, you're okay. Pick up any dry sticks that you find and bring them back here, okay?
Oh, I get it. It's just like gathering materials for an arts and crafts class, where we have to stay where the teacher can see us.
Exactly, Lizzy, exactly.
Dry sticks. Make sure I can see the camp.
Got it. See, you just gotta set up a few basic rules that's very, very easy for Lizzy to understand, and she can be helpful. Without waiting for further instruction, Lizzy runs towards the forest, grabbing every stick she can find along the way.
Why do they listen to you, but not me?
Along with our instructor once more, I'm asked a rather surprising question. I don't know what you're talking about. All I did was explain a simple task to Lizzy. Sadie hasn't listened to a single word I've said since we met.
I suppose.
Our instructor casts her eyes downward as I try to explain. Come on, Mai. Cheer up. You'll sort them out. You just need to stop trying too hard. Yeah, you're such a try-hard, Mai.
You think so? Wait. Then when did I say you can call me by my first name? It's either Instructor or Miss Rue to you, kiddo. Got that?
Oh, you're blushing though, Mai. I think you like me calling you Mai. Yes, ma'am. Though she's reprimanding me, Mai flashes a lovely smile as she speaks. I can tell she doesn't mind being called by her first name, nor does she have any aversion to speaking to her student in a casual manner. However, Mai does need to show her authority occasionally. Otherwise, people like Sadie are sure to take advantage of her. Oh, Sadie will definitely take advantage of Mai, one way or another. So, Miss Rue, how do we propose we proceed?
Proceed? Proceed with what?
Oh God. You know, there's still two other tasks, finding food or water. Food gathering? Looking for water, remember?
Oh, right. I'm with you now.
Oh God, it feels like I'm fucking in charge.
That was just a test to see if you were paying attention. I didn't actually forget, you know.
If you say so.
Okay, I'll go look for food. You take care of the water situation. And break.
Before I can respond, Mai dashes towards the forest with impressive gusto. Wow, she dashes? What is she starving? Keen to show off? Or just trying to make amends? It doesn't take long for her to disappear without a trace. Setting aside water location duty for a moment, I take a slight detour and check out one of the cabins. Uh-oh. This seems like a lot of, you know, Native American stuff, I think. The backpack I'm carrying around makes a loud thud as it drops to the floor. It's filled primarily with clothes, and is certainly not something I plan to carry around all day. With my backpack off to the side, I take a look around the cabin. It's old, made of wood, and looks like it might collapse at any minute. Worse, the entire cabin smells horrific. There's also dust, several layers thick, you know, thick with double C, thick just like Miss Rue is, thick and I can see obvious signs of mold all around. After seeing this, Miss Rue will still claim that we're in the right place. What? How is this the right place? I head back outside with the intention of looking for water. Before I can begin, however, I find Sadie, who has come out of her cabin. Yo, Sadie, what's up, my girl?
Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse. What do you want?
Oh, don't be like that, girl.
It's just the four of us here, right? We all should try and get along.
Me?
Get along with the three of you? As if. This stupid camp is insufferable enough without your infernal attempts at the conversation.
I scratch my head. Sigh. She reminds me a lot of also the sort of hostile girl in Catch Canvas whose name I've kind of forgotten as well. She also had similar, you know, like chocolate brown skin. Sadie is a hard person to deal with. Unfortunately, considering how few of us are here, I can't be too selective about who I converse with. Well, I mean, we can talk to trees if we want to. It's just not going to be an interesting conversation, I think, unless we took some drugs beforehand. So, how's your cabin? You didn't seem to last very long inside. Is it filled with toxic mold and dust just like the one I entered?
Not at all. The decor could use some work, but the mural on the wall is lovely. And the mini fridge is filled with snacks.
What the hell are you talking about, Sadie? I'm pretty sure that's not in your cabin.
While it may not be what I'm used to, I suppose it'll just have to do.
I stare at Sadie, dumbfounded.
Really? Of course not! It's filled with mushrooms and animal urine. Unfortunately, the other cabins that I checked aren't any better.
Wow! If the one filled with animal urine is the least worst cabin, I don't want to know what the others are like. Holy shit.
I'm just going to have to spray the cabin with perfume and deal with it.
That's resourceful of you. Before that, care to help out around the camp? We need food, water, and...
hold it right there. I don't know why you think I would help you three, but I assure you that I will not be lifting a finger. This dank, smelly forest can burn to the ground for all I care. I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of going in there.
Oh, come on. What are you going to eat if you don't find food with the rest of us? Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, the food that you find, you eat. So, I don't think you can go without food for a whole week.
I'd eat my own leg before lowering myself to foraging for food.
I think it's better and more wiser to eat something else before your own leg.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go find me some clean water? If you do, I might even reward you.
Oh, okay. This is kind of interesting, Sadie. What kind of reward are we talking about here, huh, girl? Reward me with what? We're in the middle of nowhere, armed with a single backpack each. Go look for your own supplies.
I don't wanna.
I glare bemusedly without saying a word in response. Sadie's childish response and constant moaning are beginning to get on my nerves. If she doesn't die of starvation, I might just help nature to take its course. Before my discussion with Sadie can become heated, I walk off on my own into the woods. Honestly, I have no idea where I might find water. The four of us might very well end up sucking the moisture out of plants. Oh god. That is the last resort, okay? I'm not gonna suck on any plants, that's for damn sure. I mean, it seems like, I feel like drinks isn't really a problem, okay? With these three busty girls, I feel like we got plenty of milk to go around, okay? Yes, maybe water is the preferred liquid to drink for most people, but you know what? In a moment of crisis, I can deal with milk, okay? I personally don't like to drink milk, but if I were in this situation and we had nothing else to drink, I would gladly drink some titty juice. Just for survival purposes, of course. Only for survival purposes. But compared to dealing with Sadie, aimlessly wandering around the forest seems like a very productive use of my time.
I'm almost there. Just a little bit.
Shortly after entering the forest, I hear a familiar voice. I walk towards the faint groans of exertion, and surely enough, what awaits me is a sight beyond my comprehension. Are you ready, guys? We're gonna see something lewd. Come on! Oh! Hey, Lizzy! What up, girl? Is she trying to... What are you trying to do with the birds? What's she trying to do with the birds?
Gotcha. I knew I could reach it.
You're trying... Isn't she supposed to be looking out for dry sticks? I mean, I don't think birds are keeping dry sticks. I mean, she could be looking for the birds' eggs? That's a possibility. But that wasn't your task, Lizzy. Stay on task. You weren't supposed to be looking for food.
Good job, Lizzy.
She's even praising herself. Standing on the tips of her toes, Lizzy reaches for a bird nest high up on a tree branch. It isn't easy to reach, but through sheer force of will, she manages to place her hand on the nest. Dang. She has climbed... I don't know how tall this tree is, but considering the fact that she climbed it all by herself, that is pretty impressive. Lizzy, what are you doing?
Hmm? Oh, I didn't see you there. Hello, hello.
Hello. So, what's going on?
Haha, you see, Lizzy found a bird's nest up in this tree. I wasn't sure if I could reach it myself, but I pushed, and then finally I got it. Isn't that amazing? I got it all by myself.
Yeah, totally amazing. But why are you... Before I can finish my sentence, I have a sudden flash of inspiration, because of a sudden glance in a certain direction. Inspiration hit us. Lizzy's task was to enter the forest and to bring back dry sticks for firewood. Be that as it may, wood isn't the only kind of combustible material around here, nor is it necessarily the best. Did Lizzy realize this and see that bird nest as potential kindle? I mean, sort of the... What is it called? What is a bird's nest made out of? Sort of dry... It's not exactly grass, right? But hay? Something like that? But sort of the dry... I don't know what it's called. I used to watch a lot of survival shows. What is it called? Is it called Tinder? It might actually be called Tinder. Not the dating app, but the, you know, it has an actual another meaning to the word Tinder. It could be that, but it's sort of like this dry, like grass that burns a bit better and faster than sticks or something like that. I don't know. Wow. On second thought, that really is amazing. But isn't this bird's nest gonna have like bird crap in it and whatnot? I asked you to bring back firewood, and you went one step further and located an even easier material to burn. I'm honestly impressed. Not that many people would think to use a bird's nest as kindle. Lizzy stares down at me quizzically. Oh, you know Lizzy's not the type of girl that she just wanted to look at the birds, okay? She's like, oh, look at the cute little birdie. That's the only reason she's up in this tree right now. Not because she thought, oh, this nest is gonna burn much better.
I don't really get what you're saying. I just wanted to pet the little birdies.
You what?
I'm petting the little birdies. Their mama isn't here, so I'm gonna take care of them instead.
Oh god, are you gonna feed them from your mouth as well? Because you know, birds feed them. I'm pretty sure they pre-chew their food and then like they sort of cough it back up and then feed it into the little birds' mouth, just so that the little birds don't have to chew. Okay then. And how are you planning to do that? Are you gonna find worms for the little birds, huh, Lizzy? I got a worm, no I don't. I'm actually female. No worms are in my body.
First, I'm gonna teach these little birdies how to fly.
Oh my god. They're gonna die. These birds are gonna fucking die. Poor little birds, no. How are you going to teach them something that you're not even capable of doing yourself, Lizzy? Come on. She's just gonna she's gonna hold the bird in her hand and then throw it in the air and it's like, fly birdie, fly. And just, I imagine it like, it plops down right straight back down to earth because of gravity and then splat. Dead. Flat bird. Oh my god, Lizzy, please don't do that.
Then they'll be so grateful that they're going to bring me back yummy food to eat. After we've eaten together, they'll be so fond of me that they won't want their birth mommy anymore. And we'll all live happily ever after.
Oh my god, you want bird children? She actually wants to replace the mama bird. She wants to replace the mama bird. Wouldn't it just be much easier if we're gonna... It sounds really cruel, but if we just want food, wouldn't it just be better to grab these birds and cook them, right? Just to eat these birds directly rather than raising these birds to try and find food for us? So your plan is to scam a bunch of birds for food? You know that birds eat worms and stuff, right? Any food they bring wouldn't be for human consumption.
That's okay. Lizzy's eaten worms before.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised that Lizzy has eaten worms before?
It feels kinda gross when they squirm around in your mouth, but once they're dead, they don't taste too bad.
Okay. What'll you do if those birds can't fly just yet? It's not like you can rush them.
Lizzy's a lenient teacher. If the birdies can't gather food for her yet, she'll just have to deal with the food gathering for a while.
So your plan is to feed them with food you don't have, teach them a skill you don't possess, and to start eating like a bird? How ridiculous!
Well, of course it sounds ridiculous when you put it like that. But Lizzy has faith in her ability to communicate with animals. If I try really hard, these little birdies will definitely understand my thoughts.
I don't think they're capable of telepathy, Lizzy. I see, oh god. Lizzy is certainly a different kind of special. I back away from the tree. For a moment there, I honestly believed that Lizzy was doing something smart and practical. As it turns out, her delusions were more grand than I could have imagined.
Now then, back to business. Hello there, cute little birdies. Where's your mom, huh? Did you lose your mama? Okay then, Lizzy will be your mama from now on. Don't you worry, Lizzy's gonna read to you.
Can you even read, Lizzy? Can you even read?
And sing to you, and regurgitate food that she...
Oh my god, she's actually gonna do that! She's gonna oh no!
Hey, stop that! Don't pick your mama! Mama's fingers are not worms, okay? If you're that hungry, just say so, and I'll get you food, okay? What would you like? Worms, mice, incest?
I mean insects! Oh god! Love ribbon is still on my mind. I meant insects, okay? Not incest.
You name it!
I don't think you can eat incest. Candy? No way! No way did the bird chirp candy!
Huh? But I don't have any meatballs with me. How am I supposed to make good food without meatballs?
Or good pasta, rather. You're gonna cook them pasta?
Keep candy! I want candy! Alright. I'll go look. I'll be back soon, okay? Sheesh. Who knew being a mother would be so difficult?
Oh, Lizzy.